Okay. And you almost went to Haiti, you.
Yes.
What happened there?
Well, I was going down with World Vision and going down with a delegation from Fredericton who actually arrived about 3 or 4 hours before the earthquake happened. I couldn't be with them because I had meetings in Toronto. So I was to go down on Wednesday and had my tickets prepared to go. And we were actually looking at a community a couple of hours outside of Port-au-Prince to do a community-to-community building relationship and commit to a 3-year project. Not the city, but this group. And I was at my daughter's basketball game on Tuesday night. When I got home, the phone was ringing off the hook because some people thought that I was there. I didn't even know that it had happened. And then I turned on the TV, and it was pretty devastating. I had to sit down. I couldn't believe it. So I was quite happy to hear that our delegation was safe. But it's my understanding that that when they initially made the arrangements, they tried to book into the Montana Hotel for us, and that was booked because it's a Western-style hotel. They couldn't get the reservations there, so they moved to the second hotel is where they were, but the Montana collapsed, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people that are probably still in the rubble.
No, sad. Listen, you were going to go around with World Vision, you call it?
World Vision, yeah.
Poor, and all that. Visit other countries. Now, I don't want to be rude, but sorry to visit countries that have a problem with the poor, but you haven't been at the shelter here yet.
I haven't been there lately, no.
Well, you haven't been there.
And you know, people will draw a comparison to that, but I mean, we have our own unique problems here in Fredericton that we deal with, but that doesn't mean that we should exclude the rest of the world. For example, you know, we had the same problem as a country in dealing with AIDS in Africa. So some might say, well, deal with the problems in your own community, but you know, it's a world community that we live in. I was quite taken back, if you saw on my Twitter, Charles, about the homeless people in Montreal that were entertaining and singing.
Yes, what was that all about?
Well, they were raising money for Haiti.
That's nice.
And they interviewed them, and one of the homeless people that was participating said, you know, we have a pretty rough time in Montreal. But he said it's nothing compared to what the people in Haiti have gone through. So they collected over $600. So to answer your question, I thought that was a wonderful gesture. I put it on Twitter, and I referred to it as being awesome. And I think that we not only look after or try and make a difference in our own communities, but we have to make a difference in the world where people are a lot worse off than they are in our own communities. So you try and do as best you can. And I think you know, I wasn't looking forward to going to Haiti. It's a pretty oppressive place. It's the poorest, you know, country in the hemisphere, and the poverty it's just awful. But I mean, that doesn't mean that the world should turn their back on them. And it's a pretty different situation between the homeless shelter here and what they have going on in Haiti.